my god!
No, you didn't, Dr. Mike.
That 15 grand I just got us, does that even make a dent?
What if I told you that two of the biggest YouTube fundraisers of all time ended up on opposite ends of the internet's love-hate spectrum? On one side, Ryan Trahan's penny challenge for St. Jude.
This is a penny, and I'm gonna use it across America in the next 30 days.
A fundraiser that had people smiling, crying, and emptying their wallets joyfully, where even a $1 donation was treated like pure gold. On the other, Mr. Beast's Team Water livestream, a record-breaking event that should have been celebrated.
Guys, this is Brian Chesky, the founder of Airbnb and one of the most generous people I know.
Woo! You guys are very good at what you do. Well, I just want to tell you, I think what you're doing is awesome. Thank you for doing it, and I'd like to close it out and get you 12 million, so count me in for 500,000.
No shot. Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
No shot. Oh my gosh! Yo!
But instead, fans walked away furious. Why? Because what looked like charity started to feel like a public shakedown. Influencers pressured live on stream. A $15,000 donation dismissed as pocket change.
Well,
We'll get a 15 grand in there. We'll get a
15 grand? Okay, hey, donate it live on stream. Shout out to Rug. What percentage 15 grand of 8 million? Someone do the, hey, Luke, can you do the math? What percent of $8 million is $15,000?
No idea.
Fans left wondering if their $5 sacrifice even mattered at all. So how did one campaign become the most loved example of YouTube charity, while the other became one of the most hated? Today, we're digging into the receipts, the live stream clips, and the fan reactions to uncover why Ryan Trahan's fundraiser was praised as wholesome and inspiring, while Mr. Beast's had people calling him manipulative, ungrateful, and even entering his so-called villain era. And trust me, once you see the difference, you'll never look at these fundraisers the same way again. On paper, both fundraisers looked like slam dunks. Mr. Beast's Team Water campaign launched with the kind of hype only he could pull off, partnering with fellow creators, setting a sky-high $40 million goal, and promising to bring clean drinking water to millions of people around the world. By the time the livestream kicked off, fans were expecting one thing: another wholesome Mr. Beast success story. Meanwhile, Ryan Trahan's fundraiser couldn't have been more different. His penny challenge for St. Jude was simple, almost humble. He started with just one penny in his pocket and a mission to cross America, turning that single coin into food, travel, and donations, all while raising money for children battling cancer. No massive studio production, no billion-dollar brand behind it. Just Ryan, a camera, and a whole lot of heart. The setup for both events was nearly identical in purpose: raise as much money as possible for an important cause. But the execution couldn't have been more different, because while Ryan was building a community fueled by gratitude, Jimmy was setting up a spectacle where the pressure was on, and the cracks began showing almost immediately. From the very first hours of the Team Water livestream, the tone felt off. Instead of celebrating every donation, big or small, the energy quickly shifted toward guilt tripping. At one point, FaZe Rug dropped $15,000, a life-changing amount for most people.
Can we get a 15? 15 grand?
We'll get a 15 grand in there. We'll get a 15
grand? Okay, hey, donate it live on stream. Shout out to Rug.
100%. We got you at 15.
All right, thank you, man. Catch you later.
Let's go. Hey, of course. Good luck, guys.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you, man. You're the best one.
Wait.
But instead of cheering, Jimmy brushed it off as basically nothing, pointing out that it was only a fraction of what he was worth.
Let's do some math right here, boys. That 15 grand I just got us, does that even make a dent? What percentage 15 grand of 8 million? Someone do the, hey, Luke, can you do the math? What percent of $8 million is $15,000?
No idea.
That was 0.001%.
Well, the vibe.
Let me see it. Oh wait, no, it's 0.184.
All right, Riz.
To his audience, it sounded less like gratitude and more like a financial lecture. Fans watching at home couldn't believe it. If 15 grand doesn't matter, what does my 20 bucks even mean? And the pressure didn't stop there. Again and again, Beast framed the stream around massive milestones, saying things like, "We can't end until we hit 5 million.
Hey, so I'm live and I can't stop streaming until I raise $5 million. How much do you think we've raised so far?
Which turned what should have been an uplifting fundraiser into a marathon of obligation. Instead of feeling inspired, viewers felt cornered. What was supposed to be charity started to look like a scoreboard. Numbers on the screen mattered more than the people giving them. And every time Beast called out another influencer, the vibe shifted from generosity to public shaming.
Hey, Corinna, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, you know, we're streaming in front of 200,000 people right now, and we're just doing this thing where we can't stop the stream until we raise $5 million for charity. And so far, me, Aiden, and XQC have raised $4,357,583.63. And I was just, you know, we were just calling some people, seeing if anyone wanted to help out.
If Section 2 showed the tone problem, Section 3 is where things went completely sideways. Because Mr. Beast didn't just pressure viewers, he pressured his friends and fellow creators live in front of millions. Take XQC, one of the biggest streamers on the planet.
Do you have more than $100 million in your crypto account?
Yes. It's true to both.
Oh my gosh.
Jimmy put him on the spot, joking about how much money he made and pushing him toward a 6-figure donation. The chat exploded with, "Donate, donate, donate." And you could see Felix shift in his chair, visibly uncomfortable. In the end, he gave, but the moment didn't feel like generosity. It felt like extortion with an audience. Then there was Sophie Rain, who Beast compared to NBA superstar LeBron James.
I remember seeing that you make more money than LeBron James now, if that's correct or something like that. And LeBron James, by the way, makes a lot of money. And yeah, so I was just thinking, you know, would you mind donating to help people in need? Every dollar donated is a year of clean water for someone in need.
Saying she made more and therefore should donate at least $1 million. Imagine being told that live, with hundreds of thousands of fans spamming you until you give in. Sophie eventually dropped the $1 million, but the clip didn't look wholesome.
I would love to. I've been wanting to donate. I'm just not sure how to, so I'm glad you called me.
Okay.
Because I want to donate $1 million is what I want to donate.
Wait. I think my phone, did you say $1 million?
Yes, I want to donate $1 million. But I'm just not sure how to, just because it's so much and I wasn't sure, but I just wanted to know if my team could get in contact with your team.
Yeah, no, we will get in contact right now. Like right now, you sure? Like
yes, no, I'm 100% sure. This is an awesome cause. I appreciate everything you do, and you're just an amazing person, and I just want to support this because it's awesome.
It looked like a hostage negotiation, and it didn't stop there.
Yeah, Corinna, didn't she just do a vlog? Bro, I saw a clip yesterday on Twitter of Corinna saying she has $14 million in one of her bank accounts.
How much?
14 mil.
Who has that?
Corinna. She said it was one of her smaller
Okay,
accounts.
listen. I want to say, don't wanna be weird. She's kind of stingy.
Mr. Beast literally called up Corinna Kopf, waking her up midstream and cornering her into pledging $20,000 on the spot.
Hey, Corinna, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I just remembered seeing a clip on Twitter like a day or two ago of you saying you had like 14 million in an account or something. And I was just curious if you wanted to help us out a little bit, maybe just throw some shekels our way so we can get off stream. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up and put you on the spot, but if it makes you feel better, every dollar you say is 1 year of clean water for someone in need.
Let's do 20,000.
Let's go. Thank you. All right. Enjoy your sleep.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
She sounded half asleep, half annoyed, but still went along with it. Because who wants to be the person who says no to Mr. Beast in front of the entire internet? Even creators like Trainwrecks and Asmongold weren't safe. Instead of being thanked, they were sized up by their income and nudged to do better. It wasn't about if you wanted to give. It was about how much you could be squeezed for before the chat turned against you. These weren't inspiring moments. They were awkward. They were tense. And they painted a picture of charity that felt less like kindness and more like peer pressure at its ugliest. And the worst part? Fans at home saw it all and started asking the question Jimmy never wanted them to. If even millionaires are being shamed for not giving enough, then what do our small donations even matter? The pressure on influencers was bad enough, but the real damage came when ordinary fans, the very people who built Mr. Beast's empire, started to feel like their donations didn't matter at all. Think about it. When Jimmy dismissed a $15,000 donation as basically nothing, what message did that send to the thousands of viewers scraping together $5, $10, maybe $20 to support the cause? Suddenly, their generosity felt microscopic, worthless, in comparison to the numbers Beast was demanding on screen. And the comments proved it. Fans wrote things like, I gave 20 bucks, but now I feel like that's useless after hearing him clown $15,000. Why even bother donating if he only celebrates six-figure checks? This feels less like charity and more like a competition between rich people. Instead of creating a community of shared purpose, Beast had accidentally created a hierarchy of donors, where only the ultra-rich counted. Then came the hypocrisy callouts. People remembered that when Ryan Trahan was raising money for St. Jude, Mr. Beast donated just $50,000.
Yes! My legs are literally shaking so hard. All right, go for it.
50,000! We all have to do the great reset pose together.
A generous amount, sure, but far less than the six-figure sums he was pressuring his peers into giving during Team Water. Fans weren't blind to the double standard. As one viral tweet put it, "Funny how Jimmy can guilt-trip his friends for $100,000, but only gave $50,000 to Ryan's entire campaign." And there was another layer, the credit optics. Mainstream headlines celebrated Mr. Beast raises millions for clean water, while the actual donors, both fans and influencers, were treated like background extras. To many, it felt like their money was fueling his brand more than the cause itself. By the end of the stream, it wasn't just critics calling him manipulative. Even longtime fans admitted it was the first time they walked away from a Beast project, feeling uneasy, even resentful. The contrast with Ryan Trahan was about to get even sharper, because while Mr. Beast was being accused of turning charity into a debt collection service, Ryan was proving that gratitude, not pressure, is what actually moves people to give. While Mr. Beast's stream was spiraling into a contest of who could give the most, Ryan Trahan's penny challenge for St. Jude was quietly showing the internet how fundraising should be done. Ryan's entire journey started with just a single penny. Every meal, every bus ride, every mile he traveled across America, he had to earn from that one coin. And along the way, he invited viewers into the challenge, not as wallets to be squeezed, but as teammates in something bigger. The difference in tone was night and day. Ryan celebrated every single donation, no matter how small. Someone gave $1, he reacted with genuine excitement. Someone gave 10, he'd shout them out like they were the MVP of the campaign. Fans weren't being measured against their bank accounts. They were being thanked for simply showing up. That gratitude built momentum. Kids, teenagers, families, people who normally wouldn't even think their small donation mattered, suddenly felt like heroes. And as the weeks went on, Ryan's challenge became less about the penny and more about proving that ordinary people could change lives together. By the end, Ryan had raised over $1.4 million in a single day and more than $11 million in total for St. Jude. But here's the kicker. The community felt like they owned that victory. The fundraiser wasn't about Ryan. It wasn't about credit. It was about the kids, the cause, and the collective joy of making a difference. Fans called it the most wholesome fundraiser in YouTube history. Comment sections filled with messages like, "Ryan made me feel proud to give my $5," and "This is what charity is supposed to feel like." And that was the real secret. Where Mr. Beast built his event on pressure, Ryan built his on gratitude. Where Beast's stream left people asking if their donation mattered, Ryan's made people feel like every cent counted. One of the biggest differences between these two fundraisers wasn't just how they felt, it was how honest they looked. With Team Water, there were constant questions about transparency. How much of Mr. Beast's own money was actually going in? Why did the livestream focus so heavily on which influencer could cough up the biggest check instead of the actual impact being made? Even after massive donations rolled in, fans noticed the credit always circled back to Jimmy himself. The headlines didn't read, "Creators donate millions for clean water." They read, "Mr. Beast raises millions." And that's where the criticism really sharpened. People felt like charity was being packaged as content, a spectacle where gratitude was secondary to clout. Some even said it felt more like a brand deal than a humanitarian mission. Compare that with Ryan Trahan's St. Jude fundraiser. From day one, Ryan made everything transparent. He set clear, small goals that the community could hit together. He constantly explained where the money was going.
So we have $108.40, and we're gonna return the cooler. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do. This is insane.
And reminded viewers of the real reason behind the campaign: children fighting cancer. Most importantly, he never blurred the line between content and cause. His videos were entertaining, sure, but they were always rooted in sincerity. And instead of trying to take the spotlight, Ryan deflected it back onto the donors. His message wasn't, "Look what I raised." It was, "Look what we did together." That subtle shift made all the difference. Fans never felt like props in his fundraiser. They felt like partners. This transparency turned Ryan's challenge into something bigger than a YouTube stunt. It became a community movement, and it proved that when charity is done with humility, people trust the process more, give more, and walk away feeling proud instead of pressured. When the streams ended, the money raised for charity was undeniably huge, but the way each fundraiser was remembered couldn't have been more different.
You really want to know who hasn't donated yet?
Yeah, come on.
Los Polos. He pledged 100K? No 100K?
Okay, he'll do it.
I followed up with him multiple times. Kodak Black.
It wasn't him on his account. Yeah, I found out.
Can he just donate 50K anyways? Young Thug.
Young Thug will do it.
For Mr. Beast, the internet response was brutal. Clips of him downplaying donations, cornering peers, and joking about people's net worth went viral across TikTok and Twitter.
Team Water, what do you think of when you think of that? You're not thinking of any other creator except Mr. Beast. So Mr. Beast gets all the credit. So, when he's, asking people to donate on his stream and stuff and pressuring them, and I think it's just kind of a little weird. Like, bro, when they're pressuring these creators to donate money and everything for that, I can see why some creators don't want to do it, because it's Mr. Beast's name that gets all the recognition. It's not Bill Bob Jr. II donating $1 million that's going to get the recognition. It's going to be Mr. Beast raises over $10 million to Team Water.
Instead of headlines about water wells being built, the narrative became Mr. Beast guilt trips millionaires on stream. Fans joked that this was the start of his villain era, but underneath the memes was something more serious: disappointment. For the first time, people were openly questioning whether his philanthropy was really about helping others or about building his brand. Meanwhile, Ryan Trahan's reputation soared. His St. Jude fundraiser wasn't just praised, it was celebrated as a blueprint for how creators should handle charity. Fans described it as wholesome, inspiring, and most importantly, authentic. The vibe wasn't about pressure, it was about possibility.
I saw in one of your videos, you got a nice house. You got a lot going for you. The view's been high. What are you doing, 100 million this month?
Every viewer felt like they had been part of something meaningful, whether they donated a single dollar or simply shared the campaign. The reputational gap between the two couldn't be ignored. Mr. Beast raised more money, but Ryan raised more respect. And in the world of online creators, where trust and community are everything, that respect is priceless. At the end of the day, both Ryan Trahan and Mr. Beast raised millions for causes that matter. But the way they raised that money told two very different stories. Mr. Beast's Team Water may have hit bigger numbers, but it also left behind bigger doubts. Fans walked away, questioning whether their donations mattered, watching influencers squirm under pressure, and wondering if charity had become just another form of content. The message was clear: unless you gave big, you didn't count. Ryan Trahan's St. Jude fundraiser, on the other hand, became legendary not because of the total raised, but because of the spirit behind it. Every dollar was celebrated. Every donor mattered. Gratitude was the currency, and it multiplied into millions. That's the real lesson here. Numbers can buy headlines, but gratitude builds legacies. Because if even a $15,000 donation can be brushed off as not enough, what hope does that leave for the rest of us? But when a creator like Ryan shows that even a single dollar has meaning, it inspires people to keep giving, keep believing, and keep building something bigger than themselves. So while Mr. Beast's Team Water will be remembered for the controversy, Ryan's Penny Challenge will be remembered for the hope it gave people. And in the battle between guilt and gratitude, the internet made its choice loud and clear.